Patricio, right here. Obviously, quite the interesting day on Monday with the press conference. Can you just discuss how you're feeling about the fight now, 2 days later?
I'm feeling great, just cutting weight and ready to go. That's it.
Now, you bring your son and your family. Some fighters would say, like, it's a bit of a distraction. The fight is very serious. I kind of need a focus. Can you talk about just your mindset, why you like to have your family around during fight week?
For us, it's my job, so it has to become normal. And he wants to be with me. That is no problem.
Talking about just the rivalry with AJ, it feels like, no matter what happens, it's not over. Maybe he goes up and fights your brother, that this is going to continue. For yourself, if you get the victory, do you feel like for you personally, the rivalry with AJ McKee will be over, or do you feel like this is something we may see it a third time?
My rivalry is against everyone who is going to try to put their hands on me, He has my belt. I want to take it back.
You were on such a great run, and it feels like people maybe are underestimating you going into this fight. Do you feel like you have something extra to prove in this fight on Friday?
I don't care about that. In the last fight, I was the favorite, and I lost the fight. This bullshit.
Thank you.
Hey Patricio, this will be your 10th consecutive Bellator main event booking. Reflecting on your legacy and impact within the promotion, are you proud of what you've accomplished?
Oh, yes, but I want more.
Love it. AJ's done a lot of talking about other names in the sport, mainly Volkanovski. I'm curious if you feel his divided attention works against him coming into Friday.
AJ está falando sobre Volkanovski. Você acha que a atenção está dividida contra você e se está em seu favor, se isso está em seu favor?
I didn't think about that. I'm very focused in my strategy and about my fight, but fuck themselves.
Last one from me. Your son hit a PR of 300 push-ups in January. I'm curious, has he beaten it yet?
Okay.
Say that again?
Your son hit a PR of 300 push-ups in January. I'm curious, has he beaten that 300?
Flexiones em janeiro, ele bateu esse recorde.
Só quando ele quer treinar, ele faz as flexões dele e aí eu começo a contar. E eu não peço para ele fazer, então não. Nós não tentamos de novo, só quando ele quiser. Ele está perguntando das suas flexões.
Você quer mostrar?
Você quer fazer? Okay. He wants to try.
He wants to show you right now. He said he usually doesn't ask. He only counts when his son asks him to, and he hasn't really done try to break that record yet.
Ele lembrou. O cara da Before. Você quer fazer 10 agora para ele ver? Aqui em cima da mesa. Não.
Aqui. So 10. He wants to show you his 10 push-ups. Don't forget, Patricio's son Lucas is just as strong.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3,
Whoa.
4, 5, 6,
Dang.
8, 9, 30, 19.
God, that's awesome.
So that's it. He's training with me. He helped me.
Future.
He's the future. Let's see.
What's up, Pitbull? Have you made any changes to your training camp and your regimen for this fight compared to your last bout with McKee?
Qual mudanças você fez no seu camp para essa luta?
Desde que a última luta terminou, foi em julho, né? Então a gente tem quase um ano. No dia que eu cheguei no Brasil, eu já fui para a academia treinar. Lógico, não treinei como louco, eu tenho 34 anos. Estreiei em 2004, então tenho muito tempo na estrada, tenho algumas lesões. Treinei de maneira esperta, mas o meu foco sempre foi o atual campeão. E a estratégia passada a gente não jogou fora, muita coisa se viu. Foi um erro técnico que eu cometi, a gente ajustou esse erro técnico e a gente está vindo para a luta com, digamos, mais atitudes.
I've been in this game since 2004. When I lost the belt, the first day I got back to Brazil, I started to train again. Of course, I wasn't training like a madman. I'm 34 years old, but that last strategy was thrown out the window. I've been training for this new strategy, and
E foi treino esperto e a gente vai...
I trained to be a lot more smarter in this fight.
And last week at UFC 273, we saw Petr Yan come up short against rival Aljamain Sterling. Many felt that Yan fought with his head and with his heart instead of his head, letting emotion drive him during some of the exchanges. What are some things you do or you tell yourself to avoid making that same mistake in this rematch with AJ?
A última luta, semana passada, Petr Yan contra Aljamain Sterling. Petr Yan lutou com muita emoção para recuperar o cinturão dele. O que você está fazendo para não entrar no mesmo?
I never fight it like with emotions. I always fight with strategy. So I'm gonna try to do the same again. Like cold.
Cold.
Pitbull over here. It's been a while since you've lost a fight, and coming into a matchup like this, I mean, do you feel like there's any less like pressure on you just because, you know, the first fight, the narrative was like AJ's coming up, but this time you go out there on Friday, you know, the chances are it's not going to end like it did last time in terms of the duration.
Foi muito tempo que você perdeu e a última luta ele estava subindo nos rankings, ele era campeão. Agora ele é campeão, como o seu atitude está mudando.
He's a great fighter. He has a good style, but you know, sometimes aparece alguns caras assim que vem subindo, mas I'm gonna stop him.
Sometimes it looks like that as these guys rise through the ranks, but I'm gonna stop him.
Do you think that having the first fight go down the way that it did, you're always a motivated guy, but did this up your level of motivation at all? Do you feel like it lit a fire under you to have to try to avenge it?
Sua motivação subiu porque você perdeu contra ele e agora você está lutando com mais motivação por causa da derrota.
For sure. This time I don't care about the belt. I care about the revenge. I want my victory against him. I want to beat him.
Thank you.